Welcome. So why do women like flashy cars? Actually, they like flashy motorbikes as well. What, you didn't know they did? Yeah, they do. So why do they like them? Do they like them because of the machinery? Look at the machinery work on there and that. No. Because they're really fast and they're fine-tuned and they sound cool and that. You can spin the tires and... No. Because they're worth a lot of money. Yep. That would be why they like them. Right? I mean, if you look at all the racing car places, like the racing tracks, I've been to a couple of racing tracks. Brands Hatch, for instance, anybody heard of that? I've been to that, and yeah. And there's always these women all dolled up, on their own, no man, standing around, right? And they're standing around there because they like the racetrack, they like the racing, they like the whatever, maybe a little bit, some of it, but not most of it. And they're there because they know those cars are worth money, and there's going to be people around those cars that have money too, right? That's why they congregate at those places. I believe it's a bit of a shame for you guys out there thinking, oh Christ, I thought they liked the vehicle. No, they don't mind it. Of course, it's all right, but yeah, women don't think of vehicles the way man thinks of vehicles. I mean, Christ, I know a couple of guys that would marry a vehicle if they could. I'll be honest with you though, I do like my trucks. I mean, I had quite a few Chevy trucks when I was in Canada, and a short box and all that, and a long box. But to be honest with you, I do like those the Ram trucks now. The Ram trucks are really taken over now. They've got the style, I believe they got the performance, and the reason why I remember the Rams used to be around years and years ago in Canada, and you had your guys who had the Fords, and then you had the guys who had the Chevys. The Chevys seemed to be a bit more classier than the Ford. The Ford was your basic, the Chevy was a bit up, and the Dodge was usually used by farmers because you couldn't kill the goddamn motor, right? The body would fall off, but you couldn't kill a motor. But now they've got really good style. Anyway, I got a bit waylaid there. Yeah, women like these flashy cars because they're money. There's somebody sitting in it driving it. It's obviously got money, right? Now it's a bit of a survival tactic, I suppose. They're just trying to survive, but it is quite shallow, actually, isn't it? Quite a shallow thing. Not every time, but most of the time through my life, I've seen women. And when it comes to the crunch, I've seen women choose the money over the heart. It's a bit of a shame, but it's a bit shallow, but that's the truth. That's the fact of the matter. So you young guys out there, if you getting to know the women and all that, that's one of their natures. Not all of them are like that, but a lot of them are. They're just in there for the money, for the cars, and that's about it. It's a shame, but there it is. Now, here's another question for you guys. What about your girlfriend, your wife, or whatever? Would you be willing for her to stop wearing makeup? Yeah. As for me, I don't mind a bit of makeup. It does help them out. They are piling it on a bit thick nowadays, to be honest. There's not even a little piece of skin on the face that hasn't got makeup. It's got foundation, rouge, lipstick, eyeliner. It's got the whole. They look like clowns, a lot of them, and some of them have got that orange thing going. It's those girls. They kind of look like they've been tangoed, which is quite funny. But anyway, back just a minute. I almost forgot. Back to the car thing. And those expensive cars and all that. Always remember the film Scarface, and if you haven't watched it, watch it. It's a fantastic film. And Tony, he said to this friend, yeah, you got to get the money. Once you get the money, you get the power. Once you get the power and you get the money, you get the women. And he's quite right, actually. Anyway, back to the makeup thing. Would you be willing for your girlfriend not to wear makeup anymore? I mean, could she not wear makeup anymore? I mean, is she that attractive? Because, to be honest, there isn't a lot of women that are naturally pretty and beautiful. There's some, of course, but there's not a lot around that can just wing it, if you know what I mean. And I'm not talking about Asian women, because Asian women have, dark eyes, dark hair, nice skin, and they are naturally quite beautiful and very feminine, obviously, as well. And I'll tell you another place that has really nice looking women, which I went to one time, and I thought I was very surprised. It was Russia. I went to Moscow one time, and I couldn't believe the amount of good-looking women there, naturally good-looking women that, wear hardly any makeup, and they look very nice. So, yeah, but Western women kind of need a lot of it most of the time, because there's not that many women around that are actually naturally beautiful. Now, mind you, there used to be, I think, if you go back in time a bit, they used to be more naturally beautiful. But anyway, would you be willing, though? And look at the money you'd save, for Christ's sake. I don't think the woman would go for it myself. I think that the woman wears it's a habit. I mean, Christ, they start wearing makeup as soon as they possibly can, 12 years old or whatever. I've seen them wearing it. And they can't wait to slap it on. So they're hiding behind the mask, obviously, as well. But makeup is just a false thing, really. It's just false, because once the makeup's gone, what have you got? But I wouldn't be willing for one of my girls to not wear makeup. I like them to wear a little bit, you know what I mean? Then doll them up a bit. So, yeah, that's a man's fault in a way, really, I suppose. But, yeah. So anyway, thanks for listening to my bullshit again. Thanks. Bye.